Basically, we always have a furnace full of clear molten glass to start working with. When we pull the clear glass out of the furnace, we add color, and that's when we start determining what the pattern and shape and everything like that's going to be. So every process starts out the same. The clear is ready to go. You start taking it out and manipulate it and blowing it and adding whatever you need to add to it to form whatever you're working on. So up until the first third of the project, everything may look about the same. And the shape and everything really starts to take shape, starts to change as you get further along. Tom Lockhart, owner of One Eared Cow Glass. Glassblowing actually was an elective at USC when I was a student there, and took it and just kind of liked it more than any of the other classes, and started off with that when we got out of college. Took it for about 2.5 semesters before we graduated. Been in business 28 years this year. The simplest thing we've ever made? A mistake. There's really nothing that's simple because until you figure out how to make it, there's steps and processes that you have to go through to get the result that you want. So even in the beginning, when we were first starting out, we couldn't say, okay, I'm going to go in today and make this, and actually go in and make it. So whatever was made initially became what it was, regardless of what you wanted it to be. And then from that point, you learn what not to do the next time to get a little bit closer to what you wanted, et cetera, et cetera. So every time you come up with a new product or something, there's always it's a step-by-step process of figuring out how to get to that end result. So the things that take less time now would be, like an ornament or just a small, less sculptural, less blown out, less color, less pattern, something like that. Usually whatever the next project is going to be. Every project that comes along, every bigger project, and I'm not talking about just the smaller stuff that we make for gift items. I mean, that's all important to us too, but everything that comes along, again, is that same process of nothing's really known about the project from the beginning. You have an idea, and when you start that project, you have to figure out how to make that idea come true. So there's that whole process of going in and trying to figure out how to make this material that doesn't want to be anything that you want it to be, and you have to figure out how to actually turn it into and control it into what you're wanting to accomplish in the end. So there's all kinds of variables and stuff that go into starting, stopping, redoing, reconfiguring, rethinking, redesigning, and eventually you get somewhere near where you're trying to get to. So the process of doing all that's a lot of fun. It's rewarding when you finally get somewhere, but it's also just as frustrating because you can't determine what the amount of time is going to be. You can't determine what the cost is going to be. You just can't up front, from a business standpoint, say it's got to be this amount of money. It's going to take this amount of materials. It's going to take this amount of time. So that's a very frustrating part of it all. Do I enjoy myself doing it all? Sure. There's times that it's a job, just like anything else. I mean, it's all. Nobody's footing the bill. Everything we do has to be sold and maintained, and everybody's got bills and stuff to pay too. So there's the job aspect of it. There's the responsibility aspect of it. But for the most part, day in, day out, it's still something they want to come back to every single time they do again, continue to do.
My name is Ryan Porter Crabtree, and I'm a glass blower here at One Eared Cow. I've been working here since about 2005. Tommy actually taught me. I was an art major in college and did like ceramics and sculpture and stuff like that, but really wanted to pursue more of the art career. So Tommy was the most famous glass blower that I knew, so came up here. and just kind of grabbed his coattails, and he taught me from there. He's taught me a lot more than glass blowing. When I came here, you know, it was about making art, but just in general, you know, we do woodworking, we do metalworking, we do a lot of different stuff around here. And Tommy's just taught me how to do all of it, and that's one of the reasons I came on, is because he knows how to do everything, and I just wanted to learn from him. He's a good guy, and we both, you know, have families of our own. Tommy's a family man, and he knows I am too. And that's pretty much what it's all about. It's not making that extra dollar. It doesn't feel like work to me. I come in every day and spend time with people that I care about and they care about me. And we make really cool stuff together on a daily basis.